Welcome back. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry asserted on Wednesday Egypt's stance towards the nuclear disarmament issue, calling on nuclear countries to abide by international nuclear non-proliferation treaties. In a recorded statement to the Nuclear Disarmament Conference in Geneva, Shoukry stressed the significance of the international commitment to abide by efforts aimed at establishing a nuclear-free zone in the Middle East. The top diplomat expressed Egypt's keenness on participating in the conference and offering support during its coming meetings. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli on Wednesday assigned a ministerial committee formed of the Ministries of Justice, Finance and Municipal Development to facilitate measures for the registration of real estate. Presiding over a cabinet meeting, Madbouli reiterated that the state works on encouraging citizens to register their real estate with the aim of solidifying their properties. He instructed to follow up measures to register citizens who want to receive the coronavirus vaccines during the coming days. The Prime Minister reiterated that several meetings would be held during the coming period to discuss investment schemes for ministries according to the state's strategy to implement a number of national projects upon the instructions of the President and within the presidential initiatives that aim at upgrading services provided to citizens in various sectors, particularly health and education. During his inspection tour at IDEX 2021 exhibition in Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the United Arab Emirates Armed Forces, praised the advanced industrial capacity of the Arab Organization for Industrialization according to the Fourth Industrial Revolution standards. He expressed his appreciation for the organization's participation in such a scientific event, which presents the latest innovations in the defense industrial field. The exhibition runs till Thursday. Egypt's Pharmaceutical Authority on Wednesday approved the use of the Sputnik V and AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccines a month after the country kicked off its inoculation campaign. The Drug Authority announced that it had provided emergency authorization for the use of the two vaccines, Sputnik V from Russia and AstraZeneca, imported from South Korea. The agency had previously given emergency authorization for the Chinese Sinopharm vaccine and the AstraZeneca jab produced in India and marketed under the name Covishield. Meanwhile, European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen said new problems dogging the supply of AstraZeneca's vaccine can be resolved and advocated working together with the companies to ensure global production is improved, after the group admitted it could deliver only half the expected amount to the bloc in the second quarter. AstraZeneca said on Wednesday it was working to increase productivity in its EU supply chain and would use its global capability in order to achieve delivery of 180 million doses of its coronavirus vaccine to the EU in the second quarter. A spokesman for the British-Swedish Drugs Group said approximately half of the expected volume is due to come from the EU supply chain, while the remainder would come from its international supply network. The announcement follows controversy over deliveries of the AstraZeneca Oxford University jab to the European Union in the first quarter, causing tension between the bloc and the pharmaceutical company and sparking fury among European leaders by announcing that it would miss its target of supplying the EU with 400 million doses due to a shortfall at the firm's European plants. Germany said it had administered only 15% of the AstraZeneca coronavirus shots it has available. The country is expected to receive 16 million doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Britain said it was confident in manufacturers' timely supply of vaccines to keep fueling one of the world's fastest rollouts, despite a slowdown this week. In the meantime, Hungary became the first EU nation to start using China's Sinopharm vaccine. The country of 10 million has ordered around 5 million doses of the Chinese jab and has already started inoculating its population with Russia's Sputnik V vaccine. And Ukraine launched a nationwide campaign to inoculate its population against the coronavirus and is awaiting delivery of 8 million doses under the global COVAX program. The country has secured a total 17 million doses of vaccines developed by Novavax and AstraZeneca. Meanwhile, Portugal will send 5% of its COVID-19 vaccine shots to a group of Portuguese-speaking African countries and to the tiny nation of East Timor in the second half of the year. Portugal is entitled to 35 million vaccine doses this year under an EU coordinated purchasing scheme, leaving it with millions of extra shots. The 5% share would make up 1.75 million doses. And Ghana became the first country to receive vaccines from COVAX, a global scheme to procure and distribute COVID inoculations for free for poorer countries. Vaccinations are scheduled to start on Tuesday in Accra, Kumasi, and Obuasi.